Hello, everybody, and welcome to Jim's Code Corner. My name is Jim Belcher, and today's going to be kind of a special day. We are starting a brand new project. I originally was just going to extend on the to-do lists that we worked on in the previous series, but I feel everyone kind of did a to-do list video, so let's do something unique, something no one's ever done. So I actually got this idea from my 6-year-old son. He has a ton of Pokemon cards. So he asked me every time he gets a new pack of Pokemon cards, Daddy, how much is this worth? How much is this card worth? And that kind of got me onto an idea that wouldn't it be nice if he could just go to a website and see how much his portfolio, I'm going to call it, is worth. So I'm creating this website that will allow him to say, I have this amount, this card, this card, this card, this card, and this is the average worth of that card. And I'll be able to input prices in for initial cost, and that way I only have to do it one time instead of Googling it every time he asks me. Because I swear I Googled the same card probably dozens of times. So we're going to make a website for this, and we're going to do it as a microservice architecture. We're going to probably make it a little bit more complicated than it really needs to be, but who knows? People might like it, people might use it. So let's do it. We're going to do it pretty cool. So I have my project set up in here in Trello. I have a few tasks. I don't have many stories actually really typed out yet, but I do have a definition of done, ready to go. There is you can see those spelled out what my definitions look like if you go to my GitHub page and look up the CardstoX, I'm calling this project, CardstoX wiki project, and just go to the wiki folder there and you'll see my definitions there and pretty much any documentation I have for this guy here. Um, so, all right, so I'm working this in sprints, and sprint 1 is going to involve these items here in the to-do list. So I'm going to be creating a API gateway. I'm going to be implementing service discovery, setting up a cloud config. I'm actually going to play a really nice story here. We're actually get some things here, so I will be doing some stuff this sprint. And I'll be setting up my continuous integration and a code quality tool called SonarQube. Actually, we're going to be doing Sonar Cloud, but it's the same thing. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the first task here. So we're just going to create a API gateway. I don't really have any description here because it's a pretty straightforward thing here. We're just creating an API gateway. So let's go ahead and move this guy into in progress. And we're going to go ahead and build that guy. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a window here. If I can, if it lets me do it. There we go. Cool. So I'm going to do that. I have that ready to go. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to download a project. So I'm going to go to start.spring.io. I prefer Gradle. It's personal preference. You can use Maven if you'd like to. I'll make that perfectly clear right now. The group is going to be contact CardstoX, and we'll just call this gateway. Let's call it API gateway. Not sure how I want to name that. Let's just say it like this, API gateway, one word. What I'm going to need here for this is I'm going to need to be using a tool called Zool. And there's other tools out there that will allow you to do this exact same thing. Once again, Zool is just a personal preference of mine. I find it really easy to use. Not to mention it's right here on the website, so it's really easy to download. Works great with Spring Boot. You can just annotate something and pretty much it works. So, okay, that's what we're going to use here. You'll notice I'm being a little bit more wordy than usual just because I'm trying to drag this video out because it's so easy to implement. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to go ahead and download this project. And I want to show my folder. I'll open up the folder. Cool. I'm going to go to another thing here. And I'm going to create a folder in here. Oh, I already have one. Nice. I want to get rid of this guy. That's old. And we're going to do API Gateway. Okay, back to this tool suite here. And we're going to import a project. It's a Gradle project. And we're going to find this guy. So development, And CardstoX, that's not what I wanted. API gateway. There we go. And we'll let this guy import. And I'm just going to give you a quick little brief tour of what this looks like. So it's a basic project that any Spring Boot would look like. The fact we're using Zool doesn't change that at all. The only thing that does change a little bit here is the build.gradle. We'll see that we have this dependency for starter Zool. That's pretty much it. Nothing special. And to implement this guy, all we're going to do is we're going to tell Spring Boot to use it. So we're going to use an annotation here right at the beginning, our main function. So enable Zool proxy. I will import that guy. Save it. All right, Spring Boot now knows to use it. The other thing I need to do in order to get this guy working is I gotta do a configuration I prefer on my application properties. Now this will change future once I start using a kind of a cloud implementation of my configs. But server, that's not how you spell server, server.port is going to equal, I like to do it on 8090. Once again, it's personal preference. And the other thing I'm going to do is this kind of comes equipped with like Ribbon, which does some like client-side load balancing. And in this case, I don't want that. So Eureka enabled. I'm just going to turn that off. False. All right, that is all there is to implementing this gateway. And a little understanding, if you've never worked with a gateway before, I want to give you a brief understanding because this is literally all I had to do in this video for this task. And we'll put some routes in here stuff later. This I'll kind of demonstrate. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our client, which is going to be a web application. And that's going to want to hit all these microservices. So I don't plan on having too many, like 2 or 3, honestly. But I don't want my client side having to make the decision of where these microservices are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that understanding, that logic here in this gateway. This gateway is going to understand how to route my request to the proper web service, or microservice, excuse me. So what we're going to do is we'll create routes here, and I'll just make a demo one here. That lets me. There we go. So in order to create one, it's pretty simple. So Zool.routes. Let's say we made a microservice called hello. So hello, or we want to hit something called hello. And we'll say the URL is equal to, I don't need those, http://localhost 8080 / hello. So what this would do is Zool will be listening, note that, listening for a path like this. I'm just going to say like this. That would be like my local host 8090 here. So nothing special there. / hello. That's what it's going to be listening for. And that's what this is saying. So if I were to go world, I suppose, yeah, we go world. So we would have route Zool hello world, and that would then get forwarded to this localhost for 8080 hello. And I can forward it anywhere I want. I can forward it to google.com if I wanted to. But that's all there really is to routing. And another benefit of doing API gateways, which once again I'll demonstrate later, is security. So I only want people to have access to this one microservice, because that's what this is, still a microservice. The rest of my services are going to be behind a firewall. I'm going to have authentication. That will happen here. So this API gateway is going to be pretty powerful, honestly. It's a small application, but it does so much. So it's really cool. I really come to like the microservice, or the API gateway, what's it called? I can't think of the word. Pattern. Thank you. Wow. I'm saying thank you, but to myself. Um, and now one note is there is another pattern that goes hand in hand with API gateways called the BFF, which is the back end for front end. So what you would do is you'd create a API gateway for each one of your types of clients. So if you have mobile, like phones, tablets, all those things, they would all hit this API gateway for mobile. If we have web, we hit the web one. If we have a desktop application, they'd have their own API gateway for desktop stuff. And the reason you do that is because different things have different needs. We don't want to provide more information than we need to something. So a desktop application can probably display and hold a lot more information than a mobile device. So you want to limit the actual information that's coming back. You still don't want to return that because people could be listening, whatever, and you just don't want to, you want to limit the amount of information coming back. It makes it easier, and not to mention less processing too. So yeah, but that's all I got actually for this video. So don't forget to like, share, comment. Um, Go ahead and don't forget to subscribe as well. If you have any suggestions or if you need help on one of your projects, feel free to email me. I'll put my email address in the description. And once again, that's all I got for this video. So you guys have a great day. Thank you.